Welcome to today. Y'all thought I wasn't gonna commit to the bit, homie? I have so many, so many, so many examples around me at all times, and I saw a golden opportunity. And you best believe I took a golden opportunity. Y'all were like, "Are you gonna wear a wig?" Homie, I am going to become Bob Ross, and y'all can't stop me. This is my final form. People make New Year's resolutions. I have a birthday resolution. My birthday resolution is to become Bob Ross. What do y'all think? Listen, congratulations on being first. Danny, thank you so much. Abby, stop being a hater. It is giving Hans. Um, Let me type. I forgot to type my pinned message. Hold up. Hold a horse. Hold a Hans. Um, if uh, if you wanna wait, what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is the sub only channel is open if you want to hang while I'm painting. Um, but I don't know how to phrase that. Okay, hold up. Hanging in Discord sub only channel for the B-Day vibes. If you wanna say hi. Great. Let's pin that. Um, I know how to use Twitch, you guys, like. Okay. Happy workday, Lucian. Doing great. Thank you so much. I'm trying my absolute bestest. Um, let's see what our volumes are looking like. Testing, 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 testing. Big test, little test, test. Okay, that doesn't mess it up. Abby's his birthday. Wait, Abby's thing says TJ professional people. Should I screen cap Discord? Is that a good or bad idea? I think I could be able to get away with that. Little muffled because of the mic. Yeah, it's the mic. I got it off of Temu, so that's to be expected. I don't know how to put it so that it doesn't sound like that. You're not allowed to talk. Okay, I don't know what's up with that. Let's edit channels, edit permissions. Who can access? Viewers like you should be able to do everything. You can view, you can connect. Oh, I see. I have to manually give you speaking perms. Soundboard, sounds, voice activity, set channel status, send message, embed link, attach file, add reaction. Why do I have to do this manually? Discord should know to do this. Read message history. I think that's it. Use activities. Save changes. Try now, Abby. Oh, it's because I have everything manually disabled for everyone. LOL. Hold up. I'm turning everything off for the everyone channel. Everyone command. Everyone whatever. Discord, dude. I love that we have no better option, and this is just where we are. Hold up. I'm almost there. I promise. I'm clicking so many buttons right now. I can't even read chat. I just see Discord. Hold on. I'm almost there. I promise. I promise. It wouldn't be my stream if we didn't have technical difficulties. I was I was showing my parents the setup, and they were like, "Go, you're gonna be late." And I'm like, "People know what they sign up for with me." Okay, try now. Refresh your Discord. Clip it on your hair. That'd be hilarious. Emo Night was great. I sang.
Hi, bitches.
There we go.
Oh, bad bitches.
Let's go. Okay, hold on. Let me check your levels. Speak, Liz.
I am speaking. This is normal.
Okay,
And
that's good. I'm
the
gonna put music
sound of
down.
me waking up, but it's fine.
Perfect. I think we're good. I sang "That's What You Get" by Paramore. Everyone loved it. Then the band took a break and it was free for all. So like it was just like backing tracks playing, and if no one was at the mic, you could just go up and take it. So I sang "I Don't Care" by Fall Out Boy, and this girl came up to me after and she gave me a So Much for Stardust bracelet, and she was like, "I had these left over from the tour, so I always keep them on me in case I meet anyone cool." And I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna cry."
It's so
And also,
cute.
yeah. And I also was surprised because it was like a. I don't care. I feel like it's more of a deep cut Fall Out Boy song. Not that it's a deep cut, but it's a deep cut. All right, let's be real. Um, and I just thought that was really cute. And then afterwards, they were like, "All right, I can't believe no one has signed up for Green Day, and there's so many people here." And I was like, "Oh, if no one signed up for Green Day, let me at them." So I sang "American Idiot," and I was with one of my friends, and she was like, "You know, because you're Mexican, it sounds like you're singing this at us." And I was like, in that moment, I realized a lot of my political affiliations are thanks to who I became when I listened to Green Day at age 12. So you have them to blame.
Oops, not oops.
Little oops. Can't believe Breach got to you. Okay, I think I read all of chat. Did I miss anything? Did I miss anyone? I think I got everyone. Yes? Great, good. We're caught up, lads. I want a wine slushy. I actually don't want a wine slushy. I hate wine. Okay, so without further ado, let's turn this into the real setup, shall we? Okay, so welcome to my studio. um,
Hello, studio.
good studio. Actually, can you do me a favor and entertain yourselves? I need paint water. I'll be like so back.
Totally fair.
Um,
Um, no, but I can hear me. Okay. How are you two doing today, Danny and Lucian? Lucy, what does that mean? Okay, surviving. That's valid. I've never watched My Hero Academia. Is it pretty good? Those both sound like just vibes. There's some characters that piss me off, but it's interesting. That's valid. I think every show has a character or two that piss you off. I think it's they intend for it to be that way. I don't know. But that's me with like who would that be? Sometimes Ross from Friends pisses me off, but that's also valid because I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. At least there's character development then. Just to piss me off again. Never mind. We're talking about My Hero Academia, and Danny had is watching the show and somebody is pissing Danny off, so they them. I'm so sorry. Okay.
all right, I'm back. This is the setup. Let's go through our color list, shall we? because color list is important.
Color it.
I also just realized I have to pull up. Hi, Faye. Thank you so much. I also realized I have to pull up the tutorial on my phone because I can't do it on there because you guys are there. It's actually a alizarin crimson. Thank you very much. But yes, that's what I'm looking for right now. I also don't have a palette. For an artist, I'm not very shut up. You know, you get it. Whatever. Okay, we're gonna make this work. Okay. This is literally the dumbest. If the turtle comes in here, it's gonna step on everything. It's okay. Acrylic paint is non-toxic, which is I paint with plaid. Danny, I swear to God.
Wait, how did you
Exclamation
do
mark
that many?
plaid. Let's go. What?
Oh, 6,000 total. I thought he donated 6,000 today. I was like, how is that?
Oh lol. Not you, Danny. Night Fury, Danny. Okay, so this is the official color list that I have color matched for you guys using Plaid Crafts. Plaid Crafts is a great brand that makes paint. This is not sponsored. I just really love plaid, and every time that I do something with plaid, I tag them in it, which is how I became an ambassador. Because I was like, I love your products, and they were like, sick. You have painted with us for so long. Please do something for us now. And I was like, okay. So, color list is in Discord as well. We are starting with alizarin crimson, and the best color match is cardinal crimson. I don't have cardinal crimson because they were sold out and I couldn't order it in time. So instead, I've substituted with red apple, which is close enough that it doesn't really matter. Cardinal crimson is this dark shade, red apple is this light shade. So acceptable because there's no mistakes, only happy accidents. So we're gonna have a little bit of a brighter, yes, illiterate crimson. It cannot read.
Amen.
Next up is bright red. Luckily for us, bright red exists in the plaid cinematic universe. These paints are like 50 cents at Walmart, and I'm not joking. Every project I've ever done has been with plaid products. Every product. Everything. Yeehaw turtle for the win! Next up, cadmium yellow, which is my favorite color in the world. Yellow flame. I love gold, okay? But yellow flame is my favorite, like, normal color. If that would focus. There we go.
There you go.
Next up, dark sienna, which we are using chestnut. This is the one that I used on TikTok as my example of color matching. Next up is Indian yellow, for which we are using bright yellow, which is a crazy, crazy accurate match, by the way. Then we're using, for midnight black, we're using jet black, which is different from normal black, okay? I think that's really cool. They're shades of black in the plaid cinematic universe. And I will continue to call it the plaid cinematic universe, and you cannot stop
Perfect.
me. There's one called Mountain Mixture that I've never seen before on Bob Ross's Anything, and apparently Plaid has one called Mountain Blue, but I couldn't find it. Similarly to Alizarin Crimson, we're simply using a different part of it, so this darker one would be that Mountain Mixture. We're going with this light one in the shade Pavement. I also love using my phone as a backlight for this. Phthalo Blue is this really, really bright, aggressive blue, for which we are obviously using Cobalt Hue. Obviously. Phthalo Green, we're using Holly Branch, which they didn't have in store, but I still have half a bottle, so I hope that this is enough. It's watered down, but it should be okay. Next up, Prussian Blue, which matches Award Blue very nicely. Very sick, very cool, very vibes. And then on the next row, Sap Green, Parakeet, Big Face.
My thanks.
Lucian, no! Thank you, Lucian, for the $50 donation to the TwitchCon fund. Oh my god! You're not supposed to do that! Thank you so much. I love you. Very nice, very kind of you. I am going to cry. I'm gonna cry my beard off. Danny, thank you so much. Don't worry. I also just woke up, so the only thing I have done today is wake up, brush my hair, and put on a beard. Titanium.
That is a sentence.
Put that in quotes. How am I supposed to go
On
back
it.
to reading color lists now? 2 paychecks this week, so you better watch yourself. Hey, you calm down, Lucian. No threatening me financially. Usually, whenever someone says that, it's like, you can't rob me, but this time it's, you can't give me money. Put on my beard. Yeah, I put on my beard, so what? Y'all don't wake up and put your beard on in the morning? Titanium white, Snow White, different than regular white. Yes, yes, great, good. Van Dyke brown, brown oxide, another really scary close color match. And then, last but not least, yellow ochre in King's Gold. Similarly, I couldn't find it in the store, but luckily I love King's Gold, so I have just backup bottle on backup bottle. So I'm hoping one's enough. We do have a secondary bottle just in case. And irrelevant to the stream, but I did go to Sephora yesterday and purchase glossier eyeliner in the shade ochre, which I will show you now because I love makeup, so y'all can appreciate this with me. You see that shade? You see how beautiful?
Wow.
And it's just as pigmented. I already swatched it this morning, lol. So I guess I did two things. But look at that! Isn't that gorgeous? I also think we need more
Poppin'.
light. So, hold on. I'm gonna bring my lamp over. Oh, Kurt! Oh, God! Ugh. Will my lamp reach? Let's play a fun game called How Good Is My Cable Management? My light will not reach, but it's because my cable management was too good in which I wrapped this cable so that it wouldn't do this. There we go. That's better, right? Tell me that's better.
Yeah.
Every time I see myself, I'm like, what am I doing? Why did I have to do it this way? Spoken like a true Cardi B. Alright, we have nothing left to do but get painting. So like I said, this is gonna run kind of like a game of telephone in which I'm gonna watch Bob Ross, you're gonna watch me. That's the vibe.
This is fun. Got it.
I also think I have to post Bob Ross 2 seasons. I also think I should post this in Discord. Share, copy link, Discord G. Okay. Happening now. This is what we are painting. Paste. Great. That's in the announcement channel forever. Did y'all see my selfie? I look demented.
Oh my gosh.
So I was gonna wear the denim collared shirt, Lucian, except for it's 90 degrees outside and I refused to do that. Also, you can't tell, but I did put in green contacts because Bob Ross had heterochromia, aka a green eye and a brown eye, which I thought was
Oh,
cool.
that.
Look at my eye. Caitlin! Muchas gracias. Stream started a little bit late because one of my uncles called, and it's an uncle I haven't spoken to in a minute. Like, we just usually, like, WhatsApp. But he called and he was like, "You don't even know who I am." And I'm like, "Yes, I do, because I have caller ID." And he was like, "Oh, cheater." And I was like, no, technology. And then we had a good laugh about it. But you're inside? Yes, Danny, but my father does not like using the AC. Except for he did offer to turn it down, and I was like, no, that's fine. So this is a prison of my own making. But it's very hot in my house, and I don't want to wear a collar. Also, I have a Bob Ross shirt. Bob Ross is literally on my shirt. Bob. Alright, fan merch. I would be down for a Bob Ross and Truck Driver Jim collab. I love Truck Driver Jim. For those who do not know, Truck Driver Jim is one of Caitlin's many, many talents. Okay, I don't know where to put this. Bob Ross 2 seasons. If I...
Crazy Puffs this summer at Little Caesars.
Oh, you can hear it.
Still love the name.
Okay, so 2 options for y'all. Do y'all want to listen to music and me ramble about painting, or do you want to listen to Bob and me talk over Bob because I'm gonna be panicking the whole time? Thank you, Caitlin. I tried my very best. I am Bob. Sorry. We can watch this video of myself. Do you want to listen to me talk to myself, or do you want to listen to the music? Don't break the immersion. Okay, so I will watch Bob. You listen to the music. Heard. Now, follow-up question. Where do I put Bob? Let's hope that stays. I have a very precarious setup. Okay, let me show y'all what's going on the ground. Paint collection, palette. Palette is the plastic that was wrapping the canvas. Anyway, let's reset you guys. What's the throne for TwitchCon? Oh, I guess that should have been the link. Oh my god, hold up. I'll fix it. I know what I'm doing. Everyone calm down. Personal, Twitch. Actually, I don't have to do all that. I can just go to throne. Okay. Okay. Commands, edit. No, commands, add, PC. If you do this, I will cry. Heart. There you go. Alright, I mean, all we have left to do is get started, right? I've procrastinated enough. Abby, are you ready for this?
I'm ready for this.
Alright. Panic. There's a list of like brushes you're supposed to use for Bob Ross that I don't
My thanks.
do. Caitlin with the $15 dono for TwitchCon. This is a threat. I will cry. Behave. You've done more than enough for me already, I swear to God. I'm gonna start this video before I actually cry. I cannot cry my beard off. You know how embarrassing that would be? Come to my house! I will! Okay, okay. Ah! Bob Ross time. Okay, that's good. I can hear, but y'all can't. I love how washed out that is for y'all. Lucian, you want to be hired as my marketer? I want captions.
Lucian could be a professional people like me.
Lucian, you can be added to my professional people. Okay, so Bob Ross is currently. I am going through the color list, which we have already done. We got ahead of ourselves. I can only pay in beard pics. This is true, but they'll be pretty sick beard pics. Like I'll be like. So you know, you get your choice of like how committed I am to the beard. Oh God, he's starting. Sailor Blues Cobalt. I'm panicking. My brush is too stiff. Hold on, Bob. Hold on. Anyway, paint water in our handy dandy Pac-Man cup that my sister got me. Water jug,
Beautiful.
which I started doing whenever I was painting murals last year, and I've never looked back. It's the best life hack I have. Always have a jug of water on you, because then you always have clean water. Rag for wiping. This I cut off of a Fall Out Boy shirt because it was too long and weird. I fixed it. Aggressively stab your brush. People will tell you not to do this because it frays your brush. You can oops. You can just boil it later and the bristles will find their shape. Okay? Art is a lie. There are no rules except for listening to whatever Bob Ross says because he's perfect. Okay. So he has these crisscrossies. I feel like Bob is gonna fall off of here. You can't see him if I put him there. What if I put him here? He's also a collector's edition, by the way. I won this in a giveaway on Twitter, and his hair is fuzzy. This was like a limited run. I think there's only 100 of these. So if I get paint on him, he's ruined. Not that I plan on selling him. I'm gonna stop rambling and keep painting. What I was gonna say is Bob Ross has a base of liquid white on everything. So you always have to have white on hand if you're not painting in oil, because you need to be able to lighten up those colors. And as you can see, if I just use blue on the canvas, it looks watery because I have a wet brush. If I add a little bit of white onto my brush, right, we tap that hoe on there, no rules. We can blend on the canvas and we get a much smoother look. And we can deepen this color, we can just grab more blue, but it covers it better because even though white paint on white canvas, you're filling in the little holes. I'm gonna allow that, it's hilarious. Yeah, we're gonna tap that hoe. I said what I said. And another thing that I learned in college, wrap your canvas. So the edges of your canvas, unless you're taping them off, wrap that, because then no matter what angle you're looking at, it still looks good. Okay, so this is the summer scene. This is a double painting Bob Ross did, because somebody asked him once, why do you only do them in one season? You should do it in a different season. See, liquid white. Anyway, he was like, oh yeah, bet. And he was like, what if I paint two paintings at one, you ungrateful idiots? Except for he would never say that because he's very kind. Okay, time for alizarin crimson. Which, for alizarin crimson, we're using red apple. Which I didn't think to cut beforehand. Hold up, we're going to get my favorite tool, the box cutter. And by the box cutter, I mean an X-Acto knife, because I actually don't know where the box cutter is. It's kind of like a quantum box cutter in which it changes location based on what I'm doing that day. Which is fine, because I have enough other art knives in my vicinity. Okay. X-Acto knife. Slice. Y'all ever slice? I be slicing.
Abby slicing.
Abby Slicin'. You should change. If you ever play Red Dead, that should be your name.
Abby slicing.
Abby Slicin'. Alright, little dollop of red apple. Swish the extra water out of our brush. Tap it onto our rag. Take a little bit of lizard crimson. Dip it into the blue. It's not called lizard crimson. Don't believe me. Oh, and white. I forgot white. Lavender hue! Phthalo blue and midnight black. Which means we need jet black and more snow white. My biggest fear is accidentally cutting myself on stream. Not because I particularly care, you know, it's not my first rodeo, but because I think Twitch would ban me for gore. Because mishandling sharp objects.
Don't do it then.
Thanks, Abby. I won't. Okay. I didn't shake this white, so it's very watery. White has been shook. Okay, he wants to make the sky chillier, so we're going to dip a corner into the black, a corner into the white, and then flat down into the blue. Now we have all the colors that he has on his canvas on our brush. I'm so good at what I do. Like, not to be conceited right now, but like, that was perfect. I also want you to know I told you to do that and I had no idea if it would work, but then it did work, so now I feel like it was on purpose and you're welcome. Which is also how I paint. That's my secret. I never know what I'm doing. I improvise everything, and if it works, I do more of it, and if it doesn't work, then I fix it. Okay, we're using that same shade to make some water. He paints so fast. Also, I guess oil paint kind of lends itself to do that. Three hairs and some air. I love how he talks. Okay, calm down. I'm still working on winter. Okay, so we have to add this here, and then this in the center. We want to blend those corners. Again, he has liquid white on his canvas, and I don't. So what we're going to do, this time we're going to grab blue and black on the corners and dip into the white in the center, because I think that will give us the color that he has there. And it does! Let's go! Wow. Just wow, you guys. I love art. We do need a little bit more white in that center. So we're gonna literally just do this. Okay, thick. And blend straight into the canvas. And I think we could honestly do with a little bit more blue too. The first time I did a Bob Ross night was in college. And it was just kind of like a concept. And it was before anyone really knew that I painted. And so everyone was very mad when we did the Bob Ross painting and mine didn't look awful. But I was like, surprise, I paint. But it paid off because then for like every event where they wanted art, they were like, "Hi Carla, you trying to do an event where you paint for us?" And I'd be like, "I mean, I guess." While we're here, because we make the rules, I'm gonna also deepen these edges with a little bit more blue and black for that contrast that he has there. Because it kind of does mess us up a little bit to not have the liquid white on the canvas. Because he doesn't have to spend time blending white. White's already there. But it's okay, because this gives it our own personal touch. I think that's a vibe. Let's go. I'm not busy at work. This is a great time to get caught up on my drawing. Yo, honestly, I've been thinking about this, and like this idea came from the fact my sister gave me a Bob Ross book once, and I've only ever looked at it. I've never painted anything from it until now. We're also gonna get Holly Branch, by the way, for the summer side. And there's a bunch of paintings, so I thought maybe this would be a good way to practice my painting. And I kind of want to do one of these a week, so perhaps this becomes our new weekly stream thing. Not on Sunday. Sunday's podcast. Maybe a Saturday thing. Little Saturday morning hangs. Alright. We need phthalo green and phthalo blue, which equates to holly branch and cobalt hue. And we're doing the same thing. And the green just livens that up so much. And if you do this from the outside and you're creating that wave pattern, which is kind of sick. I also need Bob Ross to calm down. I also need myself to calm down. Okay, this is a vibe. Okay, vibes. A little bit too much green, but that's okay because since the paint is still wet, we just add blue and we're chilling. And we still have to go back in with this with white, so I'm not like panicking or anything about this situation right now. We just gotta make sure the center of this is a little bit lighter. So, wet our brush and do the same thing. We're gonna dip into blue on one corner, green on the other corner, white in the center. Mix it on the palette. And then come into the center here. And blend with the same horizontal strokes. Right? To keep that pattern. And then only dipping into blue and green, go back and grab that color from the edges towards the center. And I think this needs more blue. So we just grab more blue and we put it on there. Easy! Good thing about being almost ambidextrous, we can switch brush from one hand to the other and not worry about dipping into the wet paint on the other canvas. Not as neat, but bless tiny me who thought it was funny to switch up the left and right hand, and everyone was like, you're gonna get messed up and not know which is your left and your right. Which, like, people were right about, but, like, now I can do this. So really, who's winning here?
So true, bestie.
You know the vibes. Okay, and so now you see we have a little bit of light hitting the center, which is all we can really ask for. Beat the devil out of that brush. No devils here. Cloud time. Bob Ross is just like me for real. We're using the same brush. Oh shoot, we're using bright red. Okay, so with all white, and then just a dash of the bright red, alright? Just a dash, not a lot of it, just a dash. So a
Got
dash
it.
to us translates as the corner of the brush. Hee hee. And we're gonna blend this on the canvas. I got paint on this Bob Ross shirt so many times, and I don't care because I think that's what Bob Ross would have wanted. You know?
Truly.
His cloud technique's so cool. These little like circles that he does.
Oh my gosh, I just remembered 1 year for Halloween, I was Bob Ross.
What? And you're not
I
sharing
was
it?
Bob Ross. Let me
Oh,
see if I can
Donnie
find a
Haga with the
picture.
9-month sub. Yo, congrats on Stream Baby. What are you going to be naming your Stream Baby? And also, is it Bob? Abby, please find pictures of you dressed as Bob Ross
I
and
will, I
post
will, I
them.
will.
Alright, we're mixing more bright red with white on our canvas, or on our palette, because I think it's not grabbing on the canvas because there's that like purple tone under it. But we gotta do these little circles for Bob, you guys. I think I need a little bit more white though. I think it's too much paint actually. Okay, so we're grabbing that same red-white shade. Tiny bit of black to make it grayer. You really do have to move your hand like if you were the cloud yourself. So true. Okay, this is the hard part for me because he said with a clean, dry brush, which I have, but
I see you, Bob.
acrylic dries so fast. I will look at Bob in 1 second. I'm fighting against the clock. Okay, I think we've succeeded in our blending. Alright, where did you send Bob?
Discord.
Discord. Abby, can I share this on stream?
Of course, of course.
This is hilarious. Share Discord. Is Discord even on here? Hold up. Oh, I see. I don't see. Hold a horse. Transform.
Hans, if you will.
Hans, hold a Hans. Okay, well that's supposed to be sharing Discord and then it just simply isn't. Okay. Everything is bad. Delete window capture. Add window capture again, I guess. I don't know. I'm supposed to know how this works? Okay. It's literally still just not showing up. Alright. We're gonna use display capture, and if I dox myself, no I didn't. You're not allowed to look. My birthday, so you can't dox me on my birthday. Hold on, Hans! Hans is in the chat. Why is Discord not capture? Oh, because I'm on streamer mode. Abby as Bob Ross, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go! I love that it was that simple. F7, okay, there we go. So, good to know actually, streamer mode doesn't display Discord. That's crazy. Noted for the future. Hans vibes. Okay, I'm gonna take this moment to also fix my clouds. Bob Ross, I'm just so fast sometimes. I need to catch up to myself.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna dip back into our paint, do these circular strokes. I want more white though. Just to the top of these little circles, because we need our highlights from the sun. Where's the sun? Don't worry about it, alright? It's highlighting. Okay? You see the vision? You see the vibes? Like little fluffy clouds, dude? Back into our pink version of that, just to give that some dimension. Again, tiniest bit of bright red. Oh, beautiful! I'm just amazed, you know? It's so fun to be Bob Ross. You guys don't understand what a blessing it is when you're born like Bob.
Those were words.
Every day I wake up and I put on my beard. Okay, liven those clouds up, ladies and gentlemen. We go crazy. We're not going to have a clean, dry brush to blend this, but that's okay because we're not painting in oil, we're painting in acrylic. Clean, wet brush is fine to blend in these colors. And actually that's better. We smudge that. Ah, let's go! Alright. Horizontal. Just to smooth those clouds out. You know what I'm saying?
I get you, dog.
Oh, it's mountain time because Bob Ross lived because I lived in Alaska for so many years. I don't have a palette knife, but I do have an angled brush. Okay. Black, Van Dyke brown, which is brown oxide. Ay, wait. It's okay. You see why I get? You see why I can't have a knife on stream? Never leave this town. Okay. Van Dyke brown. She said. Lizard crimson, which we already have. Prussian blue, which is our award blue, which we need a knife for. I keep seeing myself on the camera and I'm like, what's wrong with me? You know? Why am I the way that I am? But then I think, if I was not the way that I am, this would not be as interesting of a stream. So, like, you're welcome, I guess?
Perfect. You're correct. Thank you.
I got my parents an Alexa for Christmas one year, and to test out like the scheduled reminders and stuff, I programmed one that said, "You're welcome for existing." And at first it was just supposed to be a test, but we thought it was so funny that we left it for like a good year or two. And so every day at 4 o'clock, "You're welcome for existing." Oh, Dad's on his way home from work because he got out at 4 that year. Good times. Anyway, black, Van Dyke brown, which is brown oxide, lizard crimson, which is red apple, Prussian blue, which is award blue. Blend that straight up on our canvas, on our palette, I mean, so we get a nice mountainy looking color. Because again, we are not painting the same way that traditionally I would paint. I'm Bob Ross. Okay. Again, we don't have a knife. We have an angled brush. Alright, don't worry about it. We have to clean up our outside edge. Since we grabbed so little paint, I'm going to dip into the water, liven up that paint, try to get some good sharp clean lines up here, now that we've decided where our mountain lives. Okay, and this other little bump of the mountain, right? Good mountain! Oh, same color for winter, you guys. And we're going to try to mimic that shape. So dip into our black, dip into our Van Dyke brown, aka brown oxide, Prussian blue, aka award blue, alizarin crimson, aka red apple. Create some weird gray brown hybrid that looks almost purple. I'm realizing I don't have enough blue on my canvas, so we're gonna take a quick break from that and remix our sky color, which was cobalt, black, and white. Sorry, not cobalt. What was it called? Phthalo blue. Okay. Just gotta bring that color down a little bit. Add a little bit more blue. Add a lot of bit more blue. And again, we don't have liquid white on the canvas. Bob does. So we have to rinse off our brush a little bit. Not fully. We need some of that color to still be on there. And then go into our white. I like to do this a lot. Start where there's nothing on the canvas. Work your way up to where the paint is. And you'll get a more natural blend. See? Easy! We should have done this on the other side as well. Low kizzy. Which we can. We need cobalt, lizard, crimson, and white. Blend that on our palette to get that lavender color that we had before. Right? And then grab hella white and kind of blend upwards without affecting our mountain because we already put that in there. And we can honestly use this to kind of help us carve out that mountain's shape anyway. So that's fine. And while we're here, kind of go crazy. Because the good thing about acrylic paint is once it dries, you can paint over it. And Bob Ross I taught myself that there is no such thing as a mistake, only a happy accident.
Amen.
Can't believe you dress up as Bob Ross. You're iconic for that.
I was still in. That's the year that I was in. It's called WASH. It's Workshop in Art Studio and History. So it was like a whole semester thing. It was a set of 3 different classes they had to take at the same time.
That's awesome.
2D art, 3D art, and a history course. And so the 2D and 3D would be back to back, and then the history course is just one day on Fridays. And
That's
so
dope.
I hated it, but it was fine. Met some really cool people and created some really fun stuff, but the professors were not very fun. They didn't give
I
us a good
see.
grade on something that we worked our butts off for, even though that we were the class favorite, and it was just dumb. Um,
Yeah.
I hate freaking art. And
Art
sometimes,
classes are
sorry.
tough. I only took the art classes that I had to. Like I took Photoshop Illustrator. I had signed up for like a studio art class and I dropped it. I was like, I can't do this. I'm going to hate my craft. Also it's very expensive.
Yeah, it's dumb. It is very expensive. Um, and so that was just during that fall semester, and I got the pants from I think a thrift store, and then the shirt from from Goodwill, I think as well too.
Yeah.
It all started with the palette. My friend actually had that palette, and so I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna steal your palette, and I think your brush too.
Might
And
as well.
I'm gonna be Bob Ross for a day. Put my hair up in a bun. Put a freaking paintbrush through my bun as well, just for funsies.
Oh hell yeah.
And Bob Ross.
Bob Ross indeed. Alright. We're back in action, lads. The good thing about us having just put this paint on and trying to go in with this mountain is we're accidentally getting the oil paint effect in which the colors blend a little. So now our summer mountain looks different from our winter mountain. You know what I'm saying?
I see you.
Also, Lucian, there's the command. I had it as a timer rather than a command because I didn't want to have to like tell people, "Hi, I like going on trips. Help me." This way, it's just every hour, so I don't know. We accidentally got some shadow and light on this one. I'm not gonna touch that. We're gonna keep that. Okay, we don't have liquid white on our canvas, so we can't just move the paint like like that. But I do have a soft flat brush, so this is gonna help us over here where it's still wet. Just drag that down, because it'll blend into our sky. And then on the other one, we're gonna do something in which we're gonna pick up our mountain color, and we're gonna grab our like lavender background sky color before that finishes drying. And that's how we're gonna blend this. See? I love acrylic paint so much. Okay. Okay. Y'all can't see the blend going down on the canvas, which is what I'm okaying about, but like, here's what we're gonna do, okay? You can see the process as it goes on in my head on the canvas. We put down our lavender. I know it's a little dark, but that's because we're gonna grab our mountain color and use that to blend into this, which was Van Dyke Brown, aka Brown Oxide, a little bit of Jet Black, a little bit of Prussian Blue, aka Award Blue, a little bit of Alizarin Crimson. Get that mountain color back. Perfectly color matched, as all things should be. We blend this down and out. Wipe off our excess paint. Clean our brush. Dry our brush. Big flat strokes for blending purposes. Grab a little bit of white down here to match our freak, to match our sky. It's like nothing ever happened, you know what I'm saying? And even over here, we accidentally got it on the other canvas. It's okay, it's still wet. We can just smudge that right out. Easy!
Get smudged?
Phasmophobia? Triggered.
Oh.
I love
Oh!
painting! I love painting! Okay, it's detailing time for the mountain. So, white, okay, dark sienna, which is chestnut, knife time. Knife time. The tip of this is broken because I use it in ways you're not supposed to use it, but it still works, so I refuse to change the blade. Okay, put some of that chestnut down on the palette. This is one of my favorite songs, by the way. Great Escape, Boys Like Girls. Got to see it live. Changed my life. Anyway. These are my wet brushes. Okay, this is the dry brush. We're not going to wet this. We need this to stay stiff to get that effect. So we have to be very deliberate about our paint, because if we grab too much, it's over. We're done for. So very lightly tap the brush into the white. Very lightly tap the brush into the dark sienna, aka chestnut. And this time we're just tapping the palette because we don't want it to overblend, because we need that little bit of dimension. We're going to wipe our brush dry. We can keep those little peaks on there. We're going to pick up the paint we just mixed, and we're going to use that to try to add some highlights to this mountain. We're going to kind of twist the brush while we do that. The good thing about tapping it is you don't lose any of that like detail, and you get to get like, I don't know, like a weird little fun marbled effect. And we're choosing the right side as our light source, so only on the right side of each triangle that makes the mountain. Because of how color theory works, and we're using brown in order to create the shadow rather than shading with black. Hello, mother. We're going to grab Prussian blue, aka ward blue, and only mix that with the dark sienna, not the white, because we want this to be shadow. So again, tap one side of the brush, the other brush is clean. And you'll notice I do this when I do my makeup. When I was doing my Get Ready With Me stream, I explained why doing this helps, because you get a little bit more color definition. So whenever you're trying to do something like this, in which you want to keep that marbled effect, it helps. We only want a touch of white here to make it gray. Oh, this is so scary.
You can do it.
Okay, in order to blend this, we can't do the dry on wet technique, right? Because we're dry on dry. So we're gonna dip with our dirty brush into the sky color, the lavender we had created. It hasn't dried fully, so we can pick up just enough to kind of blend this base right here. I only want the colors. I'm not being too methodical. And then I'm gonna grab a round brush, a dry round brush, and the same way we did the circle clouds, we're doing circles here, because we're creating the illusion of mist. So we're also going to grab a little bit of white, because our color starts to get lighter, dip it into our lavender color, and only a little bit into our mountain color, okay? A little dark here, so we're going to grab more white. Okay, so it's like we're doing clouds. And honestly, I like to tap it, then wipe the brush, because as we get to the center, we want this to be less misty, right? I'm putting my mist in at the corners, and then letting it kind of go into what it was doing already. See, so we're making that blending a little bit softer without it looking like, oh, that's a cover-up. And see, it blends into our sky kind of seamlessly, which is good because you know what mist is? sky. It's literally just clouds, bro. Don't ever let anyone tell you otherwise. Mist is just clouds. Shrimp is not bugs, but mist is clouds. This has been a PSA. You're welcome. And now that we have that here, we need to blend that into our sky. So we had all this extra lavender in case our mountain went there. Lucian, I don't know what tonight's podcast will be. It'll either be another life lessons podcast like I did last year, like because I like using the birthday podcast for how I've changed as a person since the previous year. But depending on what time I get home tonight, there might not be a podcast. If there's not one tonight, there will be one next week. But that's okay because you can use the extra time to listen to last week's episode about Father's Day or the previous one with Internet Tears, who have a new song coming out July. So it's about time y'all study up and get ready because that song is going to be a banger. I did get to listen to it. They sent it to me, and I'm so excited. Abby, if you check our email, you can listen to it too. Okay, you see how our blending is going? Isn't that beautiful? And now we're going to take a big flat brush and just kind of get rid of those circles at the bottom. So we go back into our shape of flat. That's looking kind of nice. Yeah, that's looking kind of sick right there. I am like if Bob Ross was,
Words.
I'm like if Bob Ross was a frat boy. And I'm aware of this.
There you go. Yep.
I think a lot about Leo saying that I'm a frat boy in English and a girly girl in Spanish. Because it's very true. But not on purpose. I just never learned how to be a frat boy in Spanish. I think my final form is frat boy. But that might just be because I look so sick in this beard. Okay. Titanium white with mountain colors.
Happy birthday, homie.
Even with the 27-month resub! Let's go! Welcome! We're being Bob Ross, as you can see. Do you like my look? I am Bob Ross. I'm literally Bob Ross. Yeah, can we get some Hanses in the chat for Ivana, who is the person that reminded me about Hans in the first place? Yes, I'm finger blending my paint. Shut up. Okay, wait. Why is oh, he picks up hella blue for that shadow. Okay. I mean, I pick up hella blue for that shadow. Okay. We're gonna grab a chunk of white, a chunk of a ward blue, and that's gonna be our base. You know how the last one we did white and sienna, aka chestnut? This time instead of white, we're gonna use that blue. So one side of our brush is blue, and the other side, little bit of brown. Stretch that out on the canvas, but you see, this side of my brush has that little bit of brown. This is all blue. So as we run out of paint here, it's going to turn into that blue. Oh my god, that's beautiful. Oh my god, that's beautiful. You guys.
Cálmate, hotshot. Wait, he isn't dead. Surprise!
Oh my god, even with the 5 gifted! Concho Dreamer, Candidly Mimi, Sephoria, Sodium
We
90
crushed it!
milligrams.
Should
And
we
Bart,
celebrate
31.
or something?
I forgot I had that neon freaking. Yo, we are 77. I don't think I've ever seen a level of anything hype train except for the first podcast finale where I thought I was done streaming forever. Oh my god, thank you! You're much too kind. I've said it before. This is a threat. I will cry, and if you want to see me cry my beard off on stream, that's weird, first of all. But like, I will do that. Hans is in the chat for all of the new homies that now have access to emotes.
Let's go.
Real Hans hours. So down to see that. Not gonna lie. Ivana likes to see people cry. What's this mean? Or is it just me? I understand either way. Okay, I don't want as much brown on this. I kind of like my shadows in the original. Hans o'clock! It's Hans o'clock, everybody! Real Hans hour! So I'm gonna grab more of the award blue. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take pure award blue and maybe a little bit of black. And just kind of like blend upwards into that brown moment. Oh, that's stunning. Yo, this is gorgeous. I made the right choice here. This is very much like a more abstract version of Bob Ross, but I'm also not like crazy photorealistic. Like, well, that's a lie. I've been developing away from photorealism. I'm really, really always though have been a fan of being able to see brushstrokes. It's a painting, not a photo. And that's how I break myself out of, oh my god, but it's not perfect. So this works for me. Like, I think this is such a vibe. I do, however, want these shadows to be a little bit darker. Perhaps more black? Perhaps more black? Ivana, how's your day going? How's the city? And again, we've not cleaned this brush. This is still the dry brush. We are just like adding paint to it so that we can keep that. How do you say jaspeado in English? Any Spanish speakers in the chat right now? It's not speckled, but like that like dashy look. That's what we're trying to keep. So that way we can just add some dark color in here without losing the mountain. Because we are going to have to blend the same way we blended the summer mountain, which is a little bit of a scarier concept here. Because we are using black. I don't want to use too much black, you know? That's what I'm saying, like, it has to still be jaspeado. Blendy, I guess, I don't know. Okay. I think that's mountainy. Okay. Streaky! Streaky's good. It's more so like, I guess streaky is a good word for it. You know the texture of like heather gray, where it's like, that makes sense, you know what I'm talking about? Heather Gray? Any Heather Gray fans in the chat?
Cálmate, hotshot.
Oh my god, Abby with the gift sub! The X mate you! Oh, dude! Yo, my chat is like dancing with emotes. What does this mean? Big
I don't
dubs.
know.
Did that accomplish something? It's
I
a
don't
black,
know.
it's like my chat is now black and it just has bouncing emotes.
Same.
What does it all mean? Thanks, Twitch. W subs. Um, Hype train bug? Yo, if that's a hype train, I'll take the hype train. Let's go. Choo choo, my guy.
Choo
Mountain
choo.
wet or round brush. Wet round brush, stab round brush. Grab sky color. Actually, wet brush more. Grab sky color. Grab mountain color. Very messy brush. Stab it anyway, and blend. Doesn't matter if it's wet, because on the winter side, we kind of want the like weird messy vibe because we have gray going on the canvas anyway. So we can afford to do that. Okay. And now that we've done that, we can start picking colors. So I'm going to get a little bit of black, a little bit of award blue, a little bit of cobalt blue because our background was cobalt, if you'll remember, a little bit of white, and just a dash of brown oxide, aka Van Dyke brown. This makes sense in my head, okay? The problem is I don't know how to explain color theory unless I explain color theory, and that's a lot of work for me trying to blend some mist. So I'm just going to do it and see if it works. And it does! You see that color matching in the center there? Oh! Let's go! Okay. Tap that on there. Don't wet the brush, just wipe off the excess paint. Same with the cloud motion. This song is the perfect hype train song. I used to love this song so much. Okay. That's our little mist vibe going. If you'll remember, we're grabbing our softest flat brush and just kind of you know? Just to soften that up. Oh! I love that song so much. Okay. We've kind of deleted our mountain a little bit, so we're gonna grab our mountain color again with the same brush and just kind of tap that on there. What's up, mountain? Welcome back. Also our highlight. Give that back to the mountain. Easy! Smooth that out. Now we can go back to what we were doing. Here we need to grab white, cobalt, blend that, right? Great, good. Add a little bit of our black because this is the gray winter sky side. And just get to blending, honestly. While that's still wet. And as we move down, grab more white. Just big flat strokes. And if anyone clips anything I say out of context, you're getting banned.
Oh no, whatever shall I do?
I have enough dirt on you.
This is honestly probably true.
Exclamation mark Abby in the
No!
exclamation mark Abby in the chat. I need to add like a randomizer command so I can do exclamation mark Abby and it's a random clip of you.
Why me?
You're just such good content.
Okay. Aw.
Hell yeah.
Auspicious, expensive ferret philosopher. That is me. So true.
That's actually kind of iconic. That should be your new name once we run our course with professional people.
True. Got it.
Okay. We're getting our gradient down really well. One thing about me is I love a gradient. I'll put a gradient in all of my work. Oh, I'm working with flats in Illustrator. Guess we're doing a 10-step color story. Oh, we got a level 2 hype train emote for that. What is that?
Well, let's go.
Choo choo. I don't like that. What is that? That's scary.
Oh my god, what is that? Where does that even at? Where do you even oh
Thank you guys for the level 3 hype train. You're crazy. I love you. And I hope everyone enjoys their new emotes. I'm cleaning my
and
brushes right now. Hold up. I also want to blend these like ocean colors into the white, so we're actually gonna take a second to do that real quick. So for the one on the left, white, phthalo green, which is holly branch, cobalt hue, which is what was it? Phthalo blue. Yes. We're gonna re-put in our top. We color matched that so perfectly. We're gonna put that back in. I'm gonna lie, I'm not enjoying. You better enjoy. And then just take some white for that blend. Can I get like a Pulitzer Award for color blending? I think I deserve that. Color blending, I mean color matching. Name a better color match. I'll wait. That's kind of perfect. The award is not what you think it's for. No, I know. Okay, I just think that they should redefine it so that I can get something from it. Same thing. Phthalo blue, aka cobalt black, which is black. Mix that on the canvas. Redefine that top line. Grab white and just flat, wide strokes all the way across and then downwards. Easy. The winter one's a little easier because it's just blue, black, and white. The one on the left is harder because we're also using a very, very, very vibrant green. Do not turkey slurp at me. I know. Okay! Vibes! I'm happy with this. I look at Bob's paintings, I mean, my paintings, and I remember that, like, I have to remember, rather, that, like, because I'm painting in acrylic and not in oil, like, my blend will not be as smooth just by default. But, like, a part of me still, like, wants that smooth blend. The problem is I know that the difference is the medium. I just don't like painting in oil. I did try. It just annoys me. Yeah, I just want that to be more defined. Because on his it's super. Enjoy family brunch, please.
now I want
Thanks for
brunch.
hanging, Daniel. Good lurks. Okay. That's actually not bad at all. I do want a bit of a better blend here. So again, drag outwards, big flat strokes, aggressively. And then all the way across the canvas. Same thing on the other side. Random strokes. And then bop, 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 bop. You know what I'm saying?
That's a
What y'all know about the bop, bop, bop?
You know, the Strokes is a band.
Pick! Okay.
Bless you.
Okay. Now we need to grab some black, some brown oxide, aka Dick Van Dyke Brown. Only Van Dyke Brown, not Dick Van Dyke, but it's always what I think of. And we're gonna start a new bottle of parakeet. So, take our handy dandy knife, slice that
Knifey.
bottle open. Take that up, put that on the canvas. I'm gonna put a little bit more of the brown oxide on here in case we need it, because I think it might get eaten up by the green. But just dip the brush barely into the green, right? Only one side, other side is clean. Mix that in with the black and the brown. A little bit of white. This needs more green. Hold up, Bob. I mean, me. Okay. And then we're gonna take our original brush. Frank, welcome. Told you no wig, but I told you I'd do the look anyway. You like my beard? I decided to match Bob's freak today. My hair has actually fallen kind of flat. This is a problem because I was counting on it to stay big and frizzy. Unfortunately, it's like super healthy right now, so it won't do that. I should have like fried my hair last week for this. But we're gonna take our flat brush that we started with because it has dried now, and I've been kind of like fluffing it up, like my hair. And this is how we're gonna get that texture. We're gonna tap it, kind of aggressively, actually.
Cheers.
Oh, and the 50 biddies, thank you so much. Much appreciated. I promise to use those bits wisely, which is probably honestly to buy more paint. Exclamation mark plaid in the chat because these little bottles are like 50 cents each, and they're also my favorite. And now I'm an ambassador, so it's lit. Because you can also use code Carla124 to get a sick little discount. We have like 15% off. So, like, you know, what's up? Okay. This is supposed to be water somewhere in here. My canvas is longer than Bob's. That's freaking awesome. Love the Bob Ross session. It is me, Bob. So somewhere in here we have to decide that there is water. I think you see this part where the color starts to come back? This is our water line. So we have more foothills than Bob than I had back in the day. So, what up, Foothills? We're squiggling this to give the illusion of like a tree line. And now that we reached our water line, we do those straight down lines for the reflection. We're going to take this brush and use that to stroke that down a little bit too. And here's where it gets a little tricky. Yo, the beard is kind of iconic, not gonna lie. I popped off with this beard. This is almost better than my freaking what's it called? The photographer guy from Spider-Man that I did for Halloween last year.
Yes.
I want to try to shoot that band though. The ones that brought me up on stage and were like, "Look, the photographer from Spider-Man is here if you want your picture taken." I want to go try to shoot them, but they're not touring anywhere near me. Okay, clean angled brush. Okay, super soft, and we're gonna use that on the canvas to kind of blend this a little bit inward. Reflections are hard whenever you're not working in a medium that lends itself well to it. But the way that I do this is I like to wet it, kind of smudge the paint on the canvas, and then those flat across lines, like the ones we had for the bat. And you see how it kind of creates that like murky shadow illusion? It makes sense in my head, and that's what we're gonna go with. And then same thing, back up and down. Only from the water line though. I'm definitely glad that I decided to watch the video and not just follow the book instructions, because the book instructions were kind of dumb. Not gonna lie. They weren't dumb, it's just that it says something like, a grab paint on your brush. Now finish the mountain. I'm like, bro, how do I finish the mountain? I don't know how to do that. So I'm watching this video. I'm reading this book. Okay, now that we have that, we need it to blend in better to our water, so we're gonna grab the little bit of water color that we have on the palette, which is Cobalt, Phthalo Green, aka Holly Branch, which I'm actually gonna grab a little bit more of, and White.
Ay, corazón.
Lucid Dreams 777 with the follow. Welcome. Today I am Bob Ross. Welcome to my birthday party. We are currently painting Bob Ross's 2 seasons. And by Bob Ross's, I mean mine. I am Bob Ross. We have this on the... What's the HR canvas on the left? This one? Is this flipped? This shouldn't be flipped. Why does this do this? Transform. Flip. I mean, okay, even if that was the typo, this is still backwards. Hold a horse. Hold a Hans. Well, that's not right.
No, that's perfect. I can read better. No, I can.
Uh-huh. Everything is bad! Transform. Flip. There we go. So, Bob Ross's 2 seasons was because someone asked him...
Everything is okay!
Everything is okay! Someone asked Bob Ross why he always painted things in one season, whether it was fall or summer or winter, like whatever era he was in his painting career. And so, him being the absolute baddie that he was like, oh, y'all like seasons? What if we do both seasons? And so he simultaneously painted these 2 canvases in like half an hour on PBS, summer and winter, which is why it's called 2 seasons. Which was crazy, and I've been obsessed with this painting forever. And I kind of forgot about it because I watched Bob Ross like as a child. My sister one year gave me a Bob Ross book, and this painting was in there, and I was like, "Oh shoot, the painting!" So that's the one that we've opted to recreate. This is still super dark. How light is? I mean, okay, going in with hella white, and that's still not enough. All right, absolutely douse your brush in white paint and hope for the love of God that that's light enough. Yes, it is. Okay, wipe off the excess, and we're gonna blend inwards on this to try to get that water texture back, right? Painting is a full body sport. You see me like rocking back and forth on this? I think more than you can see me move, you can see my hair like wiggling. Look at that! And just like that, we have our water back in. Very the fact that a bunch of his paintings are just in storage instead of having them in a gallery somewhere, right? That makes me so upset. And like, there's a little Bob Ross gallery or something in Soho, but I don't think it's really even worth it because it's just like you said, not a lot of his work. I would pay so much money. I feel like if I'm ever rich, not even necessarily famous, if I'm ever rich, I would like to like buy them off of his estate just to put them in a museum. Like people should be allowed to see Bob Ross. And the thing is, the reason he was so good at these is because he practiced a bunch, right? And so like he would memorize his paintings apart from just being gifted and beautiful at everything that he did because he was an amazing man. Um, and so there are a bunch of copies of these paintings. So it's not like they can't put them in storage. Like I'm sure that there's 10 versions of Two Seasons somewhere. And no one's allowed to see them because his estate, you know. Alas, what can we do? Alright, let's tap these foothills, blend them a little better, and see where we go from here. Oh god, everything is bad. I like my phone. It has taken us, I just want to point out, 13 minutes of this video has taken us an hour and 15 minutes. There's a reason Bob was Bob. I don't even know what colors I just saw happen. White, black. What is the middle color? Is he grabbing gray? He doesn't say what it is. I'm guessing it's just his mountain mixture. Oh, it is blue. Okay, sick. Alright, black and white on our brush. One side black, one side white. Oh, shoot. Ivana has dreamed drink water. Hydrate so you don't dehydrate, fellas. And don't drink your paint water.
Damn.
I made myself laugh and I spilled water. I can't wipe my beard off. Okay, anyway, flat brush. Dip into our award blue, aka Prussian blue. We don't have to worry about mixing it because this is going to just go straight on the canvas. We need this to be more gray, so grab more black. I know that I'm pretending to be Bob Ross, but I just want you to know that in this painting, he said you can make this foothill look like whatever you want because this is your world and you have all the power. This is the only place in the world that I have power. And I just, he was such a good guy. There are some celebrities whose deaths feel like personal deaths, and Bob Ross is one of them, you know? Like, what an icon. What a role model. I love Bob Ross so much. Just like mentality wise and everything. Anyway. Alright. Same as before, we're taking our big flat brush and just stabbing it kind of into the canvas to give the illusion of like, I don't know, like a tree line type foothill moment. And we don't have to be super precise because this way it helps it kind of blend into our color story that we already have down. And whereas in the other one I went back in with like the lighter green to add a little bit of dimension, here I'm going to go in with black to add depth. This is pavement. We haven't used pavement at all, but I'm trying to stay true to his color story. We will omit pavement for now. Dip into the black, wipe it off, tap it on there. Right now it looks very speckled, but it's okay because we're going to keep tapping it until it blends. That's looking foothilly if I do say so myself. What y'all know about foothills?
Hills on feet.
Hey yo. The foothill stream?
Nope.
Oh. Oh. Alright, I think we've mimicked that shape nicely.
Ay,
So,
corazón.
Bucky baby? Literally had to make a new Twitch because I can't log into the old one for the life of me. Hey yo. Well, welcome back. I'm Bob Ross today. We're kind of improvising because there's a couple of things that I can't make happen because I'm painting with acrylic and Bob paints in oil. But I think we're doing good. So, same as before for the reflection, wipe our brush mostly off and then just kind of drag down in that general shape for the reflection and then across. Right? We have our little crosshatch moment. And then we have to take our like white blue mix. Hills on feet. Definitely supposed to be bucket. Bucky baby. Thank you so much. It says I think your channel got banned. It says possible ban evader monitoring. I don't know how to like green list you, white list you, approve you as not a ban evader. Your account get hacked or something? That's really freaking funny. I'm sorry. That's hilarious. Dang, that's crazy. What you been doing? Abby, does it show up on your mod screen?
No, but it showed up on the original screen that I was on.
Weird.
I don't know, I thought that was weird.
Okay, our
But,
mixture
like,
here is hella white, little tiny bit of blue. So we're gonna put blue on the brush, wipe it off, and then grab our white. It's like kind of like how sparkling water tastes like you cut a fruit in the same room as bubbles. Abby sounds echoey. It's probably
like
my.
Jesus? Hell yeah.
Oh, I think you're hearing her through my mic. Yeah, I have Abby out loud.
I think I fixed it.
No, it's because I have you out loud here and I have me out loud here.
Oh no,
Miss-
the monitoring thing.
No. So you talk.
Hi.
It's coming up through my mic and through your Discord. Messiah, thank you so much. I'm Bob Ross. Hope you're doing well, homie. Okay, even with all of my efforts, this is still too blue. But it's okay because we fixed it. The same as before, we're grabbing it from the outside of the canvas, going inwards to bring back our water texture over that reflection. Don't even worry about it. Just kind of cut across, add some little water highlights. Water, as I would say if I were from a cursed part of the nation. Or if I was Abby, who for some reason has a Midwest accent on specific words.
I'd kind of do. My bad. I apologize.
Don't let it happen again.
Water. I'm gonna just not.
And then flat brush, right? Blend. Very light horizontal strokes all the way across. Did we kind of pop off with this? Tell me that's not exactly what sparkling water tastes like. Messiah, it's not a filter. This is my real life human hair, and also I grew a beard for this. Tell me this isn't a. Tell me this isn't a vibe. Hi, Romaine. I'll apologize for nothing. Okay, I'm like kind of impressed at myself, you guys. Not even gonna lie. Can I be real with you for a second? I don't ever know what I'm doing, and I feel like every time someone calls me an artist, I'm like, I just like painting. And then I remember I've been doing this professionally for 10 years, so.
It's not my birthday, Romaine. Don't yell at me.
Alright, we have to grab some white for our waterline. We're gonna use our smaller angled brush, which means it's time to clean this one. Thank you, Romaine. I love you so much. And you're the best. Okay, tinier angled brush. We're not gonna wet this one again. It's dried a little bit, so we have that bit of a rougher edge. So we're just gonna dip into our white here. And I want to grab a little bit of the bright red that we used for the clouds, because I think we need a little bit of cloud reflection here. And our waterline is gonna be what takes that. Oh. Literally just all the way across. Drag that. Until we have a smooth. Easy! Now we have to recreate that. Dip into our white. Put that down. Grab a little itty bitty baby bit of lizard red. I'm never gonna remember what this color is. Alizarin crimson, because I keep calling it lizard red. And we want more of that over here, because this is our winter one, so it's a bit of a hazier vibe anyway. Not bad. Wipe that off. Smooth that in. We need a little bit more white on that one, but that's okay, because we're artists. We can fix it. Okay. Maybe I need a little bit more white, and that's okay too. Pick up white, wipe our brush off. There we go. Defined. Clean cut. And then just take a flat brush, blend in those corners. Go into some pure white, just to dash along the waterline. Again, because I want to catch like reflection from those clouds. Abby, currently playing is a Fall Out Boy Taylor Swift song, which is a
Let's
sentence that I never
go.
thought I would say.
Which one is it? I can't.
The one that came out last year. I fully didn't wrap my canvas around the water all the way, but that's okay because we're just going to consider that some mist. The mist just went crazy at the edges of the lake. Okay. Welcome back, Bucket. Yes, so Bob Ross would get a lot of letters asking him why he only ever painted in winter scenes or in summer scenes, because he kind of would pick like an era for his work. And because he's an absolute crazy madman genius of an artist, he was like, oh, y'all want more seasons? How about I do 2 paintings at once? So he painted the same mountain, summer and winter, in the same 30-minute time span on PBS. I also have green contacts because Bob Ross had heterochromia, green and brown. So when I say I committed to this aesthetic, I committed to this aesthetic. Everyone kept asking me, are you going to wear a wig for your Bob Ross stream? I was like, I'll do you one better. I will become Bob. I will become Bob. We're only halfway through this tutorial, and I've been live for 2 hours. It took us 15 minutes. 2 hours to do 15 minutes. DJ Bob.
That's a BJ, so
BJ Bob. Big Joe Bob. Biden Joe Bob. Alright, we're getting crazy. We're going into the foreground, you guys. Okay, we're using the same color on both sides, which is a little crazy. We're using black, brown, blue, and lizard crimson. I'm gonna use a round brush. Black, brown, lizard crimson, blue. What color do we end up with? This is kind of like our mountain mixture a little bit. College roommate married a man named Joe Bob, and today's their 5th anniversary. Lizard crimson. It's called alizarin crimson, but I cannot not think lizard, so we're just calling it lizard red. Oh, both blues, so we need cobalt in here. Okay, so this is a tree that lives here. And some land. So we put that down. We need to go in with our big Bob, please. I swear, I can't. I'm only one person. Dry flat brush. Stab that in there. And there's no green, which I'm intrigued because this is meant to be a tree with no green.
trust the process.
I'm glad I
Bob.
took Bob off the top of the canvas. He would definitely fall.
Bob, please.
Bob, please. Okay, now we have our land here. I'm gonna just grab whatever paint I have left on the brush and smudge that hoe in there. Because I don't know what's happening, and apparently neither does Bob. I'm gonna grab more of our little mixture here for the edges. That's one thing that Bob always did, like a natural vignette moment. Just more, instead of adding dark or light on the corners, he added more color, which I really loved because you can see this a lot in my work. Like I like watching things with intent because it lets me be self-analytical. You guys watched me edit photos the other day, and my favorite way to liven up a photo is not with necessarily even light and dark contrast. I love playing with the color mixer. I love my contrast being color because I feel like a lot of people are afraid of color, and that's one thing that I've never felt. I love color. So I think that now that I do art in a more intentional manner, that's how that manifests, right? Like, you'll rarely find a neutral anything. Like, even my wedding photos, like, what people have gotten me to do their wedding photos for is because they like that I'll catch their accent color. So if your accent color is gold, you best be ready for some gold. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll have gold. Also, I like gold. But also, like, in general, like, that's my style. My style is colorful. My style is bright and vibrant and lively. And I'm realizing now, I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that I draw a lot of inspiration from other bright artists, like Bob. We are begging. When you said my wedding photos, I had to think about whether or not you are married. Not married. Wedding photos that I have taken for other people. Dodge and burn with color in Photoshop? My guy! That's how I got started. Hey, load the brush in straight lines so that it curves your brush. Black, brown, both blues, and lizard red. I'm gonna make this one a little bit darker. I know Bob said, I know I said do the same color on both sides, but it's blending into our foothills a little bit too much. So I just want a little bit of definition here. Alright, and this one can be beefier because maybe this tree got beefier in the winter. Maybe it's also cultural because Mexican painters are also known to use very bold, beautiful colors. You could very well be right. Because thinking about it too, like, even when it goes to old photos, I don't think grayscale, I think sepia, right? Like, color is always very present in Mexican anything. Which is cool. I've never thought about it that way. You're probably very, very correct. It's a very vibrant culture. It's very vibrant color to match. Which would explain why I have such a strong aversion to, like, beige minimalism and, like, millennial gray. So I'm like, bro, you have a whole color spectrum and that's what you're choosing to do with your life? Alright, same thing. Big brush, stab. Okay? I'm not. Ah! Clearly, I'm not exaggerating. I pushed my canvas into my box. I need y'all to know I'm going out to dinner still after this. I have to, like, unbob after this.
Bob?
I have to unbob. I could go to dinner as Bob. I would rather not.
Is it dinner and movie night?
Hell yeah, dude!
What are y'all doing for a
The
movie?
tradition. So I wanted to go see A Quiet Place, but the theater that it's showing at is a little bit further away. So I was thinking, because of our conversation previously, that I could just simply happy birthday, dude. The first time I think I've seen my father comment on Twitch. That's a lie. I think on the podcast premiere.
Hi, Dad.
Fun fact, Carly Girl comes from the fact that my parents' screen names were Charlie Boy and Susan Girl. So now you know the lore. Only if you're here. It's like one of those like not a secret but it's a secret type things. So if you know, you know, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And now you know.
I love that.
What point was I making before this?
Movies.
Oh! We might watch Inside Out. They like Inside Out. I'm just a hater. Because I didn't like the stupid little bing bong thing. Here's my hot take. The weird, goofy, chunky side character is always my least character of anything. Gotta get back on the road. Good luck with paying happy birthday. Frank, thank you so much for pulling up. Thank you for the biddies. Safe travels, my guy. And I hope to run into you again. And I would love to hear more. I saw you do stream editing. I want to know more about your workflow for sure. But once again, thank you for being here. I appreciate it more than you know. We are, on the other hand, very depressed, so black and white palette. Latino gang has to balance each other out some way, right? We can't be the same in every way. So yeah, Inside Out. I don't like the weird characters like Bing Bong. What's that dude's name? You know what I'm talking about? The imaginary friend.
Yes.
That guy. And the best example I have of this, everyone loves Frozen for Olaf, and Olaf triggers my fight or flight instinct. I hate him. His name is Bing Bong? Got you. Yeah, I hate him. Also boycott Disney. Disney's been on very thin ice for a while. Found the movie for free on Twitter. I watched the entire B movie on Twitter the other day. It was great. And also Shrek the Third. I wish it was Shrek 2. Oh! Oh! Fan brush! Hold up! My fan brush doesn't even live here. My fan brush lives on my desk because I love fan brushes. This is my most prized possession. Look how beautiful this fan brush is. Look how beautiful this fan brush is! I love this fan brush. It is a Royal and
Gorgeous.
Langnickel number 6 fan brush.
Wow.
Ugh. Okay. Evergreen tree. Blue, black, brown, crimson. So same colors. And he said load the brush full of paint. My palette, aka this plastic, is getting oversaturated with paint. Okay. Ugh. Fan brush time.
Not gonna lie, when you were talking about Inside Out, I was thinking of the scary movie that has John Krasinski and Emily Blunt in it.
Quiet Place.
That has like a Quiet Place. I don't know why. I was
Because we were talking
thinking
about
of
it earlier.
Oh my god.
No,
I was
Quiet
like,
Place, the one that I wanted to see, but it's at a theater that's a little further than I want to go today.
okay. Yeah, I was like, you hate. And I'm like, what side character from A Quiet Place? What do you mean?
No, the stupid Bing Bong Olaf type
I
characters are
know,
the
I
ones I
know.
hate. I know I'm a hater, okay? I'm working on it. We get to decide how many trees live in our world. Bob has given us his. I have given myself the blessing. Hold on, I'm not at snow level yet, Bob. I just need to put my trees down.
Well, snow's gonna melt anyway.
I accidentally have put paint onto this side of the canvas, but I actually kind of think that's sick because now my paintings connect. And as we learned from my previous commission, that's something that I like a lot. Do we want more trees? Do we want a second tree? We're gonna do something ambitious. We're gonna add a second tree on this side. Okay. Only on the summer side. Okay. Match that height. Bam. Now this tree carries over into this painting. Oh! Do y'all's paintings be connecting, homie? Because my paintings be connecting. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. Okay, immediately wash our fan brush because if this brush ever gets ruined, I will cry. Lucy, I'm back with the Hans. Let's go. She's an artist. 10 years, you guys. 10 years of this. And I'm so blessed to have gotten to do it for this long. And I hope I get to do it forever after. Okay, we need straight up white for the snow. Cad yellow is yellow flame. Hold on, Bob. I need to open my yellow flame. How's 30 treating you? Not there yet. 27. I started painting professionally at 17 in high school with a silent auction where all of my pieces sold. And I was just doing it to have something to do to fill out my school day because I only had 2 classes that year. And then everyone wanted paintings when they were going off to college for their dorm rooms. And I was like, I mean, I guess. And it accidentally became how I made money while I could not afford to go to college myself. I did mostly pet portraits and then a couple of people portraits, some landscapes that kind of took off like wildfire in my town. Suddenly everyone wanted a painting of their grandparents' house. Um, not 30, but Bob. Yes. And the rest is history. Been doing it ever since, adapting to whatever needs the people had. Tremendous amount of paint. A little bit of a yellow, green, white gradient. When we're highlighting our tree. We gotta think like a tree. And respect the branches. And their personalities. A little bit of yellow ochre, Indian yellow, aka King's Gold. Make like a tree and leaf. That's from Back to the Future. Okay, I wish Bob had explained this. So we're supposed to be doing little like bursts that go up, not out. I was going out, not up. So dip back into our green and our yellows. Create that gradient on our brush. and create our little leaf bursts. And as we go down, we switch to our darker yellow. And as we go down to the bottom, we're going to switch and add a little bit of our lizard red, aka alizarin crimson, aka red apple. Only one customer and it's freezing? Yeah, that sucks. I don't know how you're alive right now. I'd be so bored. I'd be getting so bored at work, dude. I don't even know what I'd be doing. Looking at Bob Ross videos is actually probably the closest to accurate. Okay, we've got our little bit of red and yellow on the brush now. Someone I once knew. Alright, get rid of our green. Go in with King's Gold. Looks like strawberries a little bit. That's kind of beautiful, low key. I want to do something here. I'm going to grab black and green because I want to blend that a little bit. So black on the brush, little dash of parakeet. Okay. Looks a little bit like Shigo. That's okay. We just kind of go in here and just kind of outline our little bursts with that. Just kind of break these little bursts up. The same way that we added death rather than dimension on the other side, we can do that here too. Look at that! That's kind of beautiful! It's okay if you don't have more customers, because now you can just hang out here and watch Bob Ross be a beast. Oh my god, Bob Ross just said that this is what gives your trees depth. I'm literally Bob Ross. Fan brush with yellow, sap green. Add a little bit of highlights. I'm gonna use the fan brush here. He's using a flat brush, but I don't want to do that just yet. Kind of want to define this with a fan brush. And then I'm going to go back and blend that with our other brush. Take our other brush, dab. I'm deviating from Bob because he said this was my world and I could do what I wanted. So like I got his blessing. Alright, we're not on winter yet, Bob. Calm down. Okay. And the good thing about nature is there's also really not really a lot of rules in nature. Nature just kind of does what it wants. And that's a lesson I had to learn through just doing this for so long. Like I'd be like, but the tree branch, and it's like, okay, maybe the wind blew when the picture was being taken, and there is a tree branch, so what? And that's just kind of how life works. We're gonna take. We don't have a knife to scrape paint off because it's not oil, but we are gonna take a very thin round brush, wet it to make that pointy. One side of the brush into black paint, one side of the brush into white paint. Kind of swirl that, and we're gonna draw in like little indicators of branches. And it's important to have black and white here because tree bark is not this or that, right? Like it's usually blended. And even if we grab a tiny bit of brown, because we don't want too much brown, that'll look gimmicky. Just enough to tone the gray that we're using.
Get toned.
Get toned. Just like that. Easy! Been hiding from work long enough. I hope you enjoy the rest of your birthday. Thank you, Messiah. Farewell. Speakeasy Wine Bar does sound like it should have jazz music. Okay, now, Bob takes a fan brush with white and Prussian blue. So we're dipping half of our fan brush in white, half of our fan brush into a ward blue, and the same thing we just kind of like danced across that. We're gonna dance across this, because that's the snow. I'm definitely going for a more abstract snow than Bob is, obviously. Because we have to make our piece with what we have with acrylic, right? And so then we go back and dot that in.
I just made a quesadilla.
Pop off quesadilla.
Love it.
Hell yeah. And this is the tree that connected over there before. Bob is actively giving us permission to play make believe and not let people tell us that we're weird for being artists. So keep that in mind. Okay, we're gonna take our flat brush and do the same for the big tree. Little bit of Prussian blue, little bit of white, and leave this side of the brush clean because you need that for blending. Said God was having a good day when he made Alaska. Low-key, I kind of like the winter one better. What the heck? Alright, so same thing. We have to add our stems. And for this one, we get to use pure black, which is always fun. I love getting to use pure black and white in any painting. And you only really see the stems down here, not at the top, because of the way that lighting works, right? You'd only see the shadows in the dark, and because snow is so reflective, you really wouldn't see this at the top. You would just see the snow. Little bush here, little tiny branch in said bush here. Bob Ross is adding crazy sticks into his painting. Hold up. Y'all, we're adding sticks! And with the winter one, we're gonna go into our chestnut color. You guys, that's it! That is a finished painting!
Oh my god.
Y'all, did we just, like, become Bob Ross for real, for real?
That's beautiful.
I'm so happy right now. I'm adding a little bit more highlight to this little tiny evergreen, because Bob Ross said it's my world, and this painting is just living in it. So I have to show this painting who's boss real quick. Bob Ross signs his paintings in red. I sign mine in gold. So I have to get my gold paint, but yeah, my dad was in the chat earlier. That's a painting, you guys! Oh my god, that's a painting. I want to add a little bit more white to this cloud, but very, very little. Maybe more cloud. A new cloud. We'll add a new cloud. I'm gonna highlight my clouds because I like a big, like chunky, like squishy looking cloud. Okay, now for the summer one, we get to use a little bit of yellow. Actually, no, we had red, didn't we? Kind of don't mind the yellow. Alright, tiny bit of yellow. We're gonna go back in with white, don't worry. I'm also not wiping the brush on anything. I'm literally using my hand to just squeeze the excess paint. I should have said this earlier, but now you know.
My gosh, your hand.
Can you tell I'm an artist?
Mhm.
If I ever get a tattoo, it'll just be of my own paint splatter, so you can't tell what's the tattoo and what's I was painting. Okay, back into our bright red and our white, because these are supposed to be like pink cotton candy clouds. Right over that yellow. See, we blend that in. We wipe that brush. We grab some straight up white. Tap that in there. Vibes?
Big vibes.
Alright, and now clean off the brush as much as possible. You can tap to blend. And take off some of that excess paint. Finger blend because I'm not afraid. I'm very afraid is my secret. I'm always afraid. Okay. A little bit of highlight on that cloud.
Surprised the base hasn't been Bob Rossing with us.
Yeah, I thought he was going to. Work, I guess, might be busy.
Oh, he's legit on a tractor, or he's doing farm things.
Yeah, I don't know what the farm schedule is, but
Normally they start around like 10 over there, I think, but like I don't know if
got
they're
you.
actually doing farm stuff or if
Well,
they're
Base
huh.
occasionally watches the VODs, so if you're watching this space, hello and we missed you and we hope you're having fun on a tractor. Yes?
Yeah.
I love these chunky clouds so much. So the way that Bob Ross talks about like his trees and stuff, that's how I feel about clouds. For me, clouds are where I feel like I get to be as creative as I want. And me! Thank you so much. Mad love, homie. Glad you made it. We're finishing up and adding our own personal touches to this painting now. Kind of want some of these like heavier clouds down here, but I don't know. That's actually a vibe. Yeah, I do want these. Yo, vibes? Okay. I think that's sick. School was good, caught up with childhood best friend and her family for 8 hours. That's so sweet. I also got to catch up with a childhood friend recently. I actually went to emo night with her. She swiped up on one of my previous emo night stories about how fun it looked and how she was like, I miss you, we should hang. And I made it like my little mission to like always invite her every time that I went out to do something that I thought she might like. And she actually came with me to emo night and we had a blast. Lots of tea was spilled. It was very healing. And I think we're gonna be hanging out again soon. Homie, is that a finished painting? Because I think that's a finished painting.
Paintings.
A finished set of paintings. And
There we go.
before we sign it, we just have to make sure that it's done. The way that our evergreen blends into our not evergreen, I added a little tiny evergreen that fades into the snow scene. You see the difference in brush strokes?
Mm-hmm.
So this is a subtle connecting painting. Okay. We have something to do here. There's a little bit of like a gap here from where the canvas is holding it. We could paint that in to match the sky. I think we add gold drips to it because I like gold. So we're bringing out our handy dandy art case where all of the cool paints live. This is very heavy. This royal gold is more of like a bronze. We're gonna use our trusty metallic gold though, I think. Ow. To both sign and embellish this painting. Ooh. So, what we're going to do, new stickers coming soon too, let's go. Dude, I've been using Sticker Mule for the greater part of 10 years. I've managed to get everyone in my little artist design circle to use Sticker Mule for their stuff. So, Sticker Mule truly owes me. But alas, they're not plaid. Plaid is one of those versions where you're like, real recognize real. Alright. I don't want to put gold on the palette and risk getting it messy, so yeah, I'm surprised your pins came out so weird. Mine were perfect. We're gonna put our paint in our cap. Our signing brush is what we're gonna use because we want detail here. We're going to touch the paint to the canvas. Not really paint it on. We're kind of hoping this will drip. We're just filling in the gaps here. The same way we did the gold on the commission painting that I was working on, we tap it. We do not streak metallic gold paint because it will look streaky. Unless you have a gold base under it, you have to be very careful with this. I'm like hella loading this because I want it to drip organically. The thing is, gold paint is very thick, so it might not drip at all. Okay. And that's that. Now we sign. Gold brush. We don't have to worry about making it tiny because these are just mine for me. Unless somebody wants to buy these, in which case we can talk. Look at how pretty gold paint is. Beautiful.
Adorable.
And that's a signed painting. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we have officially completed Bob Ross's 2 seasons.
Gorgeous.
All in a day's work. Let me show you all the originals. I have the book. Hold on. Okay. This is the book that my sister got me. And, you know, it's also really kind of perfect. 2 seasons is the 23rd painting. My birthday's on the 23rd, so it's a special number. This is Bob Ross's version of 2 seasons. And this is mine.
Beautiful.
That's kind of nice. Actually, Abby, can you screenshot this for me?
Can you place it back? The canvas is back up like on the easel, but without
Oh,
the little
true.
thingy.
Uh, the gold paint will smear. Hold on. I can do this. Is this good?
Yeah, let me see. Hold on. Angle it. Angle it. There we go. We're getting there. Got it.
I look demented. I cut myself in the little top camera. Okay, let me put these down before I mess these up because paint's a little wet still. What is this? Well, you guys, that's all I have for you today. Once again, I would like to say thank you so much for coming to my birthday party on my birthday with a birthday gift. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Raven!
I have to unbob because we're going to dinner and the movies. And I look like this.
Beautiful.
Yo, low key, I look like Weird Al. I look like the guy that does the unbob, dude. I look like the guy that does the red carpet interviews with the camera that goes like zoom. Here, let me switch cameras. Hold on, OBS is frozen. Hold on, OBS is frozen. Remove webcam. There we go. Let me put these here for you guys. Birthday scruff, birthday scruff. No, I have micellar water. The beard has to go. The eyebrows are honestly not that bad. They're just a little thick. Nothing concealer couldn't fix. Oh, OBS was scuffing. Well, we started off with technical difficulty, so it's only right that we end that way.
Rue.
Okay, I was like, is this paint or is this just the reflection of my room? Hey guys, what's up? What did I miss? Did y'all have a good time with Bob Ross earlier? Yeah, I know, Lucian, I missed Bob. That's crazy.
Damn. Yeah, Carly, Bob was here. Oh my gosh.
Did he keep y'all entertained?
It was also Bob's birthday too, which I thought that was pretty dope.
Bob and I have the same birthday?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's so crazy. That's so cute. Are these Bob's paintings, you guys? That's so kind of him to have left these paintings for. What is this bit? These are my Bob Ross paintings. That's kind of sick. They honestly came out super nice for having painted in acrylic instead of oil. I'm happy with these. Aw. Okay. I am going to go get ready for today. Once again, thank you so much for hanging out with me for my birthday. Thank you for the gifted subs and the donations and the bits. This is what our palettes ended up looking like, which I always think is very fun to look at the end of the session.
Oh my god, that's so cute. That's wow. Frame it.
I
Oh,
have
just kidding.
one palette that I wish I had kept in my life, and it was I did a painting of Tangled. Sorry, this is aggressive. I did a painting of Tangled. My eyebrows are aggressive. I did a painting of Tangled, and the palette was all like purples and blues and greens and golds. Most beautiful palette that I have. Look at the difference in that eyebrow. Most beautiful palette that I have ever had, and you know, I didn't keep it because it was on a styrofoam plate, but we're back. All right, I'm gonna go do that, and I love you guys, and I hope that 27 is gonna be a fun year, and I hope that you stick around until we hit 28. In which case, I don't know how we're gonna one up this one, but we'll find a way. I'm gonna sign off. Let me pick a good song and pick who we're gonna raid. I love that this song is called Time to Dance because if you know me, that's very funny. I don't dance. This is the last song in the playlist. Beautifully timed, you guys. Beautifully timed.
So good at that, aren't you?
It's just my little way. Alright. ¿Te estás pintando la barba?
No, miren, disfrazado de Bob Ross.
¿Quieres asomarte? Hold up. Acá.
Bob Rose?
He had the Bob Ross beard.
Oh my gosh! That is Bob Ross! I love that!
Also, my dad's real. Now you have proof. But where do we go from here? I do not know how to proceed after this. That's hilarious. What? That's amazing. Actually amazing. I have no words left. We're gonna sign off with New Kids on the Block, Happy Birthday, because it's very pretty but also sounds like an end of the night song. And we're gonna raid probably the Goose Farm. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see who's online today. Thank you guys so much for hanging. New follows, new subs, new gifts, new donos, new bits, new everything. You guys are all great and amazing, and I love you all so very much. Yeah, it's only like big streams. So we're gonna raid the Geese Farm because that's the place to be. And I don't know if I'll see y'all for the podcast tonight. Depends again on what time I get home. I think no stream tomorrow. Or Thursday, but expect stream Tuesday, Wednesday. Maybe no stream Friday because it's my friend Monica's birthday, and y'all know of Monica. That means I'm gonna be all day with Monica. So, Geese Farm is the vibe. Big vibes. I've gotten 27. I've been 27th. Yeah, great, good. I have no words. I feel like I used all my words as Bob. I wish I could raid the Bob Ross channel. I love the Bob Ross channel. Alas, I cannot. So I'm gonna raid the Geese Farm, but if you want, Bob Ross also is a valid option.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream. I can't close stream. Oh god, everything is bad. Hold on. Okay, bye, stream. Melissa, hi and bye! Thank you so much. We're raiding the Goose stream, and then we're getting out of here.
I love Goose.
Bye.
Oh my gosh, the